Hey, buddy, it's Kara, the blonde unicorn, and I'm here hanging out with my buddy, Michael.
What's up,
Oh,
people?
Brian
Can
just
you hear
told
me?
me I had to wait until people showed up. So,
Oh, okay.
okay, so I
Freeze.
guess, so I guess we can continue talking about the amazingness that is Wawa. So, if you were just now jumping into the conversation, we were talking about how amazing Wawa is. So,
It
okay,
is the most delicious thing on earth.
right? So the last time I was at a Wawa was I went one time when I went to New Jersey. Oh gosh, that was like 2010, 2011. So has
Uh-huh.
Wawa changed since then? Because I just remember going in and you could order subs.
It's the same thing. I mean, it's a gas station. You can still go in and you can get any snack food that you need, as
Yeah.
well as they have subs, they have soups, they have desserts, they have coffees, they have frappuccinos, whatever you need. They got everything there. It's the best place. It's amazing. I love it.
There
And
you
it's
go.
Brian's
See?
side profile.
I know, right? So I don't know what's going on over here with this handsome dude, but oh, okay. So Brian, I don't know if you heard Michael and I talking, but they are now starting to franchise Wawas, and I'm pretty sure we need to put one here in Toledo. We would make bank.
Truth.
Hi, Megan. Hi, RJ. I'm happy to see you, my friends.
Hey, we have 8 viewers.
Yeah. Hey, Lee. I see that you're watching. What's up? Lee is one of my buddies from work.
Hey, Lee, how you doing, man?
Megan and RJ have been fans of me before it was cool to be fans of me. So that's pretty cool. They were also friends with Brian first, but I got to be in their wedding. Haha, suckers.
And Brian wasn't in the wedding. Oh,
They loved me more, but I also
oh,
love them more. So
poor Brian. Brian got used just to get the Kara.
I know, pretty much. That's how that turned out. I mean, otherwise, I wouldn't have met them because they were actually his employees. Well, or
Uh-huh.
I guess, I don't know, he was like their assistant manager or something. But yeah, so that's how I ended up meeting them. And I'm so happy and thankful. They're awesome. And Megan is now she's designing her first game. And it's awesome. And it's
Awesome.
like we do card games. She's got like a board and there's pieces and like stars. It's awesome. I don't know how she ever came up with that idea.
Definitely looking forward to hearing about it later on.
Hey, so I don't have a podcast. I review games like card games and I interview people who design card games and board games and all that stuff. So today I'm going to be hanging out with my friend Michael and he designed the game On the Rocks with his beautiful, amazing, friendly, lovely, wonderful wife Christina, who I'm a big fan of, obviously. I mean,
She's the
Michael's
best.
pretty sweet too, but
Yeah, I don't compare to my wife, not at all. She's amazing.
she's pretty talented, man. Yeah, so
Dude,
I guess we will get to it. Hey, I am Kara, the blonde unicorn, and I'm hanging out with my friend Michael today, and we will be talking about his game On the Rocks, which is currently on Kickstarter. So you definitely want to go on over to Kickstarter and check it out. I'm sure Brian will link it in the comments for me because that's a lot of effort, and I don't want to do that while I'm having a conversation. It's
true.
too much. The
Yeah, well, man,
ADD is real. All right, so Michael, this is your first game, right?
yes, it is. It's our very first game that we created. Previously, we launched in July, and we decided to pull it off because just we knew there was opportunities to be able to bring the price down and make the game a little bit better. So we relaunched in October 1st, and now we're into the campaign. We have 14 days remaining, and we're pretty close to hitting our goal. I mean, right now we're a little bit around $3,400 away from hitting our goal. So yeah, we're almost there. So
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty
yeah,
sweet. I'm
I mean,
excited for you guys.
thank
That's
you.
awesome.
I mean, you know
So
how hard we worked on it.
you worked so hard, and I mean, you went states away to have your game tested and played, and you guys have really gone above and beyond. The videos on your Kickstarter are top notch. Who did you end up going through to have those videos done?
The first intro video.
Yeah.
His name is B-roll. I could give you his information later on so you can put down the
Yeah.
links. But he does a great job. He's
Props to
more on
him.
he's more on Instagram, and
Okay.
I found him on that, and he does a lot of videos and a lot of B-roll cuts, like you see that sort of things. And we wanted to do something a little bit different to stand out a little bit, that have that little bit of Latin flavor to the game or to the intro. And it was
It's
us. He knew us,
pretty
and he
awesome.
yeah, we loved it. The moment he sent it to us, we were like, "This is perfect. This fits who we are."
It
And I
does.
felt that it was enough to tell you a little bit about the game, and then it give you the interest to actually start scrolling down to see what the game is actually about.
Yeah, and I just love everything he did about it. I think it suits you guys, it suits your game, and it's really entertaining to watch, which is awesome. So
It
props
is.
to him. He's super talented.
He does a great job.
Yeah. So with deciding to not finish out the campaign in July and moving forward in
Mhm.
October, did you have to make a lot of adjustments or changes to your game? What did you have to do?
Well, the game itself is still exactly the same. I went out to try to find ways to bring the price down, as I was saying earlier. So I
Okay.
worked with the manufacturer to be able to manufacture a game at a lesser cost. Pretty
Okay.
much keep it what is that. The only thing that's changing is instead of having the glass marbles that we had, they're going to be acrylic. So it's still going to be
Okay.
hard. It's going to be clear. But it's going to be a little bit later instead of going with the glass, which is
Okay.
heavier. We decided to swap out the materials, and that brought down the price as well. We were able to get the manufacturing cost on cheaper on a few of the other products on there, like the bowls. We were able to get at a cheaper cost now, so we're able to still have the same bowls, make it still out of silicone, but now it's going to be at a cheaper price. So I worked with them to bring the price down as much as possible, and then also I want to make sure that we had more of an international um, bring down the price on international shipping.
Okay.
So I got in contact with multiple fulfillment centers, and throughout the interview or throughout my time chatting with them, I was able to find better pricing. And then right now, the only thing we're going to do now is send it to different hubs now. Instead of originally we were going to send it just down to Florida and then ship it back around the world. Now we're going to send them to 4 different hubs around the world and then have them
Wow.
housed there and then send the game out to bring the price down in shipping. But we just found different fulfillment centers that are going to help us out during this time.
That's awesome. So I guess because like Brian's game, Bears versus Lumberjacks, we only had like one international. He wanted to do a print and play. So I guess it never occurred to me that you would have to think about international shipping and sending to different hubs. So are your hubs all in the States or are you like out there?
No, we have one in the EU. We're going to have one in Canada, one here in the United States, and then the other one is going to be in China.
Wow. Good for you guys. That's awesome. Do you have a lot of international backers right now?
Oh, we have a good amount. Yeah, we have. I know we have close to 40 in just the EU alone, or that's sorry, just in United Kingdoms alone, and then there's a bunch in the EU. We're probably about 100, 120 people internationally right now. So
That is
it's
so awesome. I'm so
yeah,
excited for you. That's
thanks.
really cool.
No, it's amazing to be able to see people that are interested in our game throughout the world, and knowing that in a few months I'll see our game on somebody's table in Norway or in Australia. It's humbling to know that something that we worked on so hard that people throughout the world are going to be able to enjoy it eventually. So
How
it's
crazy will it be like scrolling through Instagram one day and like looking at like hashtags or whatever you're getting tagged in and it's like someone in like New Zealand is commenting how much they love your game. That
uh,
would be the coolest.
I mean, it's a dream that every designer I think should have. Like,
Oh, for
you want
sure.
your game to go international. You want people throughout the world to be able to enjoy it, and then some of the backers have been able to actually take our instructions and actually translated them for us already.
That's
So
awesome.
people can actually get it, which is amazing. And props to our backers who been such a big help from the very first campaign and now that they've wanted the game, they wanted to see the game succeed, and they took on our instructions, rewrote them, and then we put them up on our website so you could download them and read them.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I'm excited that people are out there and they want to, translate it for you and do all that.
Okay.
Hi, Mike, and hi, Andy. Andy is one of my sister's friends from high school, and Mike is my brother-in-law.
Hey guys.
Um, so that's just really cool. I'm really excited for you guys. Do you know that when we were at Origins,
Hmm?
Brian and I were sitting down at a table with Gerald, and that's actually how Michael and I met everybody. So we were doing a podcast interview thing with Gerald, which
Okay.
was pretty cool. So, anyways, sorry, I'm trying to help Brian out because he's like, "Can you upload this?" Sorry, public. There we go. Done. No.
Are people not able to see it?
No, they are able to see it. He just wanted it shared to the Kara the Blonde Unicorn page, and it like did not want to share. So try it now,
Mm.
Brian, because it's public. Okay, so anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, so Gerald, Brian, and I were sitting at a table at the game designer thing that we were doing, where they had like the pizza party. Do you remember that one? I don't know if you were there. You were there for a little bit. Anyways, so we were like, man, if he does this right, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be insane because your game is so good and it's so much fun. And it's so like now, months later, finding out that you have all these international backers and your language, your game is gonna be in so many different languages and you're getting backed. It's awesome because I'm seeing that come true now. And I'm so excited for you guys. Like, can you imagine walking into Target one day or wherever and like, oh, there's On the Rocks and it's like just always there and sold out. That'd be
Uh,
so cool.
I would love it. I mean, that's a whole different monster in itself is to get into distribution, and that's our goal is to eventually get on the rocks into distribution. It's still a learning curve, but I guess it's a lot harder to get into distribution when it's just your first game. Usually,
Yeah.
from what I read, they want you to have pretty much a library of games that you have before you can. So we're gonna do what we can.
Yeah.
If and when we fund, um, I believe that we will fund. So I'm hoping, and then hopefully I could try to reach out to distribution centers and see what I could do to try to get the game out there even further. So we'll see what happens.
Right. I definitely think that you this will blow up for you guys and then you're going to be able to move on in life and do other really big games and it's going to be awesome. I'll be like, "Well, I knew them when." And it's going to be awesome.
Oh man, I can't. I'm looking forward to the next couple of games.
It'll be
As much as I
awesome.
love On the Rocks, I'm a designer at heart, and I just want to continue getting to the next game. And
Definitely.
it's hard to just sit down and continue just working on this. But
Yep.
the next couple games will be coming soon.
That'll be exciting. How long have you been working on the rocks?
Oh man, it's definitely been over a year and a half at this point.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, we put a lot of work into it. I mean, the very first time we came with the idea, and then Christina started the next day. She came up with like a very low level prototype of the game. Just
Okay.
it was just and the artwork was just basic generic stuff that you would find off the internet. Just put them on cards, cut it out, put it together, and then we just started playing. And then started working on it together, for just designing it bit by bit with just ourselves. And then after us play testing it for about 4 or 5 months, then we started taking it out into the public to get more feedback and then more feedback. And as we tell everybody, like, yes, we designed the game, but the entire community helped us develop this entire game. It's just, I can't say I developed it all by myself or my wife did. Like, with the Unpub networks and everybody we met at all these different events.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, as an indie designer, it's having that help from everybody else and having their input to the game has made the game what it is right now. And I love my game. I could play it anytime. And a lot of people who actually have been playing it have fell in love with the game. They can't wait to get it, which I'm happy
I'm
about.
I am obsessed with this game and I cannot wait. So I totally get it. And that's like the nice thing about our gaming community is just when you come up with an idea, people want to help you with it. And I don't know that you necessarily find that in other fields that people are so willing and helpful and you can go into a room where you don't know anybody and be like, "Hey, can you try this with me?" And everyone will say yes.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Even the major companies, like the larger companies out there. I mean, I've had larger companies, like people who represent them, or even owners, will sit down and play the game with me and give me feedback. They don't have to do that. I mean, we're just in the unpub room by ourselves, and you have major companies who are sitting down with you and giving you feedback, and
That's
it's
awesome.
great. Yeah.
That's awesome. Like, who have you gotten to work with from big? Like, I guess no, you can't name drop, but like, what big companies? Like, and I guess I'm really curious. So, what kind of feedback did they give you? Because that's awesome.
Well, I mean, different things. Like a lot of them have told me that there's different components saying, hey, like you can make the game a little bit cheaper if you do it this way. If you do it this way, like different things of how to get the game made and like who to talk to about actually getting to bring the price down, because that was one of my situations. And then just even on Facebook, I will message different people and they would be willing just to give me their advice and what they went through. And like even when times were going, like we felt times were going really slow during that, during week 2, week 3 in the Kickstarter campaign, they always told us like, hey, you're going to get more at the back end. You're going to get there. Just keep it up. Keep talking to people. And that's what I do. I mean, you probably see them on all the group chats all the time in different
Yeah,
groups of me always like, hey guys, this is me. This is our stuff. This is what we're doing this week.
that's
So
pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Hey Don, what's up, love? So this is my friend Michael, and he designed a game called On the Rocks. It's on Kickstarter, so we're just doing a quick little interview. How are you doing? Sorry, Michael. I'm like also looking at comments while we're doing this.
no
So
problem.
that's just so cool. I love that, and I'm also real jealous because like being in Toledo and in the Midwest, we just don't have as many unpub or opportunities because you're not near as many big cities as you are being in Philly. Because I'm like, you have the whole East Coast, and I feel like bigger cities over there are much more like easier to
Oh,
get to.
yeah.
So I'm a little jelly belly on that. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, you have a lot of great groups out in the Ohio area.
Oh
So I mean,
yeah, yeah. Just like everything with Gerald is pretty sweet and what he wants
hmm
to do, and then Brian is working with a group with a guy out of a small community a little bit souther than us,
hmm
southern than us. So that's pretty awesome that he's around. Brian goes, we have Dayton and Cleveland. I'm sorry, Brian. I guess we do have Dayton and Cleveland that we can go to. It just feels very far away.
Is it that far of a distance for you guys to get to?
um, Cleveland is like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay.
Dayton is like 3 hours, which I guess isn't that bad, but I don't like to ride in the car. I fall asleep.
So,
So like poor Brian, he has to drive everywhere.
oh my God.
Woo!
Well,
I love it.
if it's long distance, I'll probably drive most of the way, but Christina will definitely take over once in a while. Just give me a break.
I do not. We drove down to Myrtle Beach one year for vacation, and I did not drive at all. He
You
drove the
serious?
entire way. Oh yeah, but I'm also pretty sure Brian would not let me drive his car. He had this little Altima coupe at the time, which was like his baby. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have
The
let me drive in
Ultima.
it.
Oh wow.
Okay, so like now everyone's like, "Gosh, Kara, get with it." There's Detroit, Ann Arbor, Dearborn, Indy. Okay, thanks, friends, for pointing out that Toledo is not that bad. Womp womp. Ann Arbor is definitely the best, Mike. I agree. Ann Arbor. So did you guys have to create any new cards or any new cocktails for the game on the
um.
relaunch?
Well, I mean, we're still doing those signature cards that are based off of board games, and also as individuals that we've ended up really loving their games during the Kickstarter campaign. So recently we did what was last week's? Give me 1 second. Brain dead right now. It's been a
Mhm.
long night.
It's all right, dude. It's Friday. Get it, man.
So during the relaunch, we did the card Sanctuary, which is a representative of Architects of the West Kingdom.
Okay.
We also just did a card called Cosmic Fusion, which was inspired by Daniel Zeiss's company and their game Tango Timelines.
I
And
really like the name of that one. Cosmic what?
Fusion.
I want to learn how to make that.
Oh, there's
Is it?
nothing. It's not. Yeah, It's just drinks that we made, and the
I
entire
know,
card is inspired by the board games that we.
but like trying to figure out how to make a drink that looks like the card would be pretty dope.
Yeah,
And
you
then
have to
be like,
definitely
"Oh,
see my.
Daniel, we
Yeah,
made this."
he would love it. And
I feel
then
like you would dig it.
previously we did one for Bloom.
Okay.
We did one for Chronicles of Crime from Lucky Duck Games. We did one for Chai. Love
Yep.
Daniel and them. They're great. Daniel and Connie. We did one for role player from Thunderworks game from Keith Matega. He's such an awesome guy, a great person to know. And then the first one we ever created was for James Matthew. So that was for Dead Man Tells No Tale because he was a big influence for us. He was always a big supporter for us before he passed away. So we wanted to make sure that his card was in there as well.
That's awesome. That's really cool. So Christina did like almost all of your artwork, right?
100% of all the artwork. I mean, I helped out with some sketches in here and there, and then some guidance. But the artwork is all her. She's 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 good. That's all I can say is that she's very good.
Yes.
She's very good at Photoshop. She does Illustrator. She's a wizard, and she could get so much work done so fast. It's crazy how much this girl could do.
So what I'm hearing is that when we come out to Philly, she's gonna give me a Photoshop lesson. That's what I'm hearing.
If you need help, yeah. She don't even have to come to Philly for that. She could just chat with you over the internet and help you out with that.
I mean, that's true. But see, by coming to Philly, I at least get to hang out with you guys. So
that's true. You're always welcome to hang out with us.
Exactly. See, there's ulterior motives here. And then I get to play on the rocks.
Yes.
So what are your other games that you're working on right now?
We have a card game, which we've had in development for a while. We have a merchants type game. That's probably gonna be our next big one. And then we have a worker placement game that we got in that we've been cooking up for a little bit. So there's some really fun themes that we're trying to go with that people haven't done in a while or haven't done at all. So that's what we're trying to stick to. Just try to go to themes that haven't been done or rarely used. Because as much as I love all the things that are out there right now, I feel that they've been used so many times, and that I think it's time to try something new.
Definitely. And that's cool. I like that you guys are thinking outside of the box. Yes, Sean Chubner, it is phone a friend Photoshop hotline rather than me Googling it on how to do something. We did that today. He was sitting next to me and I was like, I'm going to Google how to do that. She used to call me every day and I say, did you look on YouTube? Yes, Sean, that's so true. I used to call Brian every day and be like, can you come help me? And he would never do it. Christina will probably be way easier and quicker to help me than Brian. He'd be like, just YouTube it. You can learn everything on YouTube. No, okay, here we go. This is what Christina should do. She should start a YouTube channel talking about Photoshop and how easy it is to use. There you go. I'm going to go. She doesn't want to.
You do know there's a lot of channels like that already, though, right?
Yeah, but I like her, and she'd be pretty fun to watch.
Oh, she's a character. I mean, she's really fun to watch on camera.
Yeah, and I feel like she might be easier to understand than some of the other ones because they go too fast. I'm like pausing, and I'm like, I don't understand.
Well, yeah. First thing, whenever you're watching learning one of them, watch the entire thing first before you start pausing and seeing what's going on. So watch the whole process, then go back and start pausing it the second time around, so you have understanding what's coming up.
Yeah, that makes way more sense. I should do that rather than not doing that because that's pretty much how I roll. I'm like a dude. I don't use instructions. I'm like, throw them away.
My wife Christina does the same thing. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, it looks simple. I'm like, yes, but there's instructions. Use them.
Like, we don't need those. Just throw them away. It's fine.
Like, what's this extra piece for? I don't need it. I'm like, okay. It's only to break.
My brother-in-law just said that he can't tie a tie without YouTube. Same, man. Same.
I first learned how to tie a tie from the internet. It wasn't from YouTube. But I think the website was just tieatie.com. And I learned how to do like the Windsor knot. And that's the one I do all the time now.
There you go. See, you fancy.
It's a beautiful little knot. It's that big, thick one. Love it.
Nice. See, like if I had to wear a tie, I would just get a clip on.
Oh no.
Yeah. Or like a bow tie that's already done, you just hook it off to the side.
You might as well just buy the t-shirt with the bow tie on it.
Done. I'm in. Like a tuxedo shirt, I would wear that. This is really funny. So one year, totally off topic, I was like walking through Walmart. I don't remember what I was getting, but I looked over and there was an Uncle Sam tuxedo shirt for 4th of July. You best believe I bought that for Brian. I was like, what? Put this in the cart.
See, the only shirt I bought like that was the one that has abs on it, because I don't have abs. I have a keg. So I ended up buying a shirt like that. So I looked like it was $300 or something.
I like it. See, there you go. Thinking ahead. I like it. So like wear that one to the
drink.
beach rather than,
Yes.
not. Yeah. I'm in. I'm gonna get a shirt with like the bikini body on it and just call it a day. That's what I'm gonna do for our next vacation. Get ready, Brian. He's gonna be like, oh no. Yes. Oh, my brother-in-law has one and he still wears it too. He has a tuxedo shirt, which is hilarious. That's pretty dope.
Every guy should have one just for fun.
Right? Just like one. Just like one. I like maybe like on casual Friday you wear that to work and be like, see, like it's casual but also fancy. Kind of like the whole mullet thing where it's like business in the front, party in the back, but like in a tuxedo style shirt.
The mullet, God, I don't
Dude,
know.
those are coming back in style.
But why? That's like having a long ponytail. Like, no, let's like leave the rat tail back home. Like, it's
like I don't know why that's coming back in style, but I'm like, I'm gonna take pictures of it.
Honestly, when
I'm gonna try and touch it, but
when I think of the mullet, I think of Joe Dirt or Achy Breaky Heart. Those are the two things that pop in my head.
Yes, like literally, that's all I think of. Yep, pretty much. Okay, it's just funny. So in high school, I had like this weird obsession with mullets because I just obviously they're ridiculous. So they're ridiculous. And I graduated from high school in 2004, so before the age of selfies and smartphones. And wherever we would be out and there'd be someone with a mullet, I would take like the camera I had, like one of those disposable ones that you had like crank it, and I would like either try and be like, guys, get together for a picture to like take for someone else, or I'd be like, okay, get in, and I'd like angle it just right to get the mullet in it. I have some really random pictures from the early 2000s. People I don't know that had mullets.
Please go through, get all of them, and like make a collage and put it up on Instagram so we can see all of them. Right? That would be perfect.
Okay, idea for a game. This one just for you. It's a game about deciding who has the best mullet. Like it. So like make little like figurines and they all have different styles of mullets, and it's kind of like Barbie Dream Date meets like, I don't know, Pretty Princess, I guess. I don't know. Maybe Sorry. So like you have to jump pieces and then, you know, this is going right off the rails real fast. So please, someone pick a game about mullets.
I will not be doing that. I think that Brian would definitely pick that one up.
Definitely. Brian said, can we get an 80s drink set of cards? All the add-ons. Okay, so we can get an 80s set of cards, but the bartender has a mullet.
No.
You're like, I'm not into this.
We're not doing the mullet. No. It's not going to happen. 6 mullet tears. Come on, Mike.
Yes. I'm in.
No, Mike wrote that.
Oh, yes. Dude, Mike, best idea. There you go. You can make that one of your drinks.
Oh God, no.
Yes.
Well, it's like I could put like a faux hawk on the back of her mullet, like attached to the drink.
Yes. Oh, this is such a great idea. Okay, so like once On the Rocks makes it, it's huge, and you can go to Target and buy make an 80s version or like an early 90s version where instead of the hot chick on the cover, it's like a dude with a mullet, like wearing like plaid and grungy jeans. We're bringing back the grunge. These are like solid gold ideas.
80s versions, like I think Run DMC. You're thinking something totally different than I do.
Probably. Hi, Amy. Brian's like, expansions. Think about the future. See, we're just trying to help you out. We're gonna make you huge, man.
I'm down. I'm down for expansions. Yeah. And if somebody wants an 80s version, we still have one spot remaining in the reservation. And if you want to back us at that, we'll make an 80s version card for you.
Dude, but if it was like the Let's Get Physical lady. I can't think of her name right now. So, she played Sandy in Grease, but like that kind of a style. So it's like got leg warmers on, like the martini glass. Yeah.
I actually would love to see that.
You're like, I'm never gonna hang out with Kara ever again. She comes up with weird stuff. She's outside the box. It's fine. This is how like Brian and I come up with ideas for our game. So like we're driving around and I'll be like, hey, what about a game about kitties and backpacks? And he's like, okay.
I don't know why, but for some reason when you were talking about leg warmers, I thought, did you ever see that YouTube video called Prancercising, where it's like a older lady like prancing through through the like a park, and it's so weird, and it's her workout video of her prancing through. You have to watch it if you haven't watched
I have
Prancercising. Do it.
not.
I had. Oh my god, just watch it. Seriously, watch it.
I'm
It's
gonna
funny.
watch this and it's gonna be great.
I gotta.
I love the GIF that came out where it's like the guys and they're like all dancing in their like short unitards. That's pretty fantastic. That's like late 80s, I'm gonna guess. It's pretty great. Hi.
There you go.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, everybody. This is the beautiful Christina.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. So we're just here talking about, extra card ideas and expansions to On the Rocks. And so we're thinking that you're gonna have to make like a pretty awesome 90s version or like 80s
they wanted an 80s version with what was it again? I'm sorry.
leg warmers,
leg warmers,
mullets,
and the mullet.
What about?
We'll put it on the shelf. We'll think about that one.
Right? The guitars with like the double necks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be nice.
Right? I mean, it'll be pretty dope. I think. See, solid ideas here. That's what we're coming up with.
I would like some like Adidas shoes in mind, like some breakdancing going on.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I like it. I'm in. See, all I can think of right now is the movie Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And like, yeah, great movie, right? And like the whole dance sequence where they're all doing the auditions. That's all I can think of. Because for me, there's nothing more 80s than Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yeah, Brian just keeps giving us different suggestions of what to do.
Yeah. So
thanks, Brian. I wrote down every single one of them.
He's in for it. Sean's like jump shoots. Yes. Wait, like windbreaker ones.
Oh, I used to have the windbreaker pants. Those are great. I love those.
Those were the best. I had like ones that matched with like the zippy jacket.
Yes. So cool.
I was so stylish back in the day. Like, I don't even know how I got through life being that stylish. Yeah. I'm sure everyone was jealous in kindergarten.
I'm sure they were.
Kindergarten. Did you have the jelly shoes on and everything back then?
Oh, the jelly.
No, I never had a pair of jelly shoes. Thanks, Mom.
Well, I mean, they make you feel sweaty anyway, so it's probably the best thing you really didn't have them.
I mean, probably. And then I imagine, because it's just like straight plastic, how bad were those blisters? Yes. So not only was your foot sweaty and stinky, you had blisters.
Exactly. Ooh. But they look good.
Right? Like, you're on top of your game.
Oh,
yeah. Now, like, you watch, like, I, like, watch stuff now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, are those heel jellies with, like, the big chunky heels? And I'm like, why would you do that to yourself? Like, low-key here for it.
That's funny.
So true.
Sorry, what is this?
This is Out of Frame.
Oh.
So my buddy Sean was like, 90 versions can bring out the starter jackets. Heck yeah.
I had the Charlotte Hornets one, I had the Bulls one, and I had the Eagles one.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Brian found a Cincinnati Bengals one
at like Ducks, yes.
At like a Goodwill around here. Okay, so we like legit have a question about cards. So, Christina, how long did it take you to work on a card?
Oh gosh, it depends. Like when it came to the basic ones, I guess, with the little simple drinks, the basic drinks.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The standard one, yeah.
Standard ones, I guess. It took me a good, 3 months to figure out the style of those. Mm-hmm. When it came to the signature cards, the special ones for the games, probably a good 2 weeks per each card. They were just so different to work on.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And so like you designed it like so their board game is like a menu and it opens up and it's dope. So how long did that take you to design?
That went through a lot of actually revisions. Before it used to be like 5 drink cards. Mm-hmm. 5 glasses used to do. We actually had a
the board was massive.
What do we take out? Oh, there was a oh dang. It looked like a martini, but not quite a martini. Anyway, there was 5 drinks. It went through like maybe 3 or 4 different versions. Mm-hmm. So the tickets will look down probably 6 months to get like everything where it should have been. So a good 6 months for the whole look. Top it off.
We're talking about the glass for a mojito, right?
No, it wasn't mojito. It was like a margarita.
Margarita one.
Margarita. But it was kind of the same thing as it was just too long. It's like 5 drinks is a lot.
Yeah, try to have to complete 5 drinks. Extended the time. So yeah, that was a massive board. But yeah, it took a long time to finish the game. So that's why we knocked it down to 4. And in the future, maybe we'll add a drink onto the side as an expansion, or maybe some or desserts or something to go with it. So that may be an expansion to add to the side.
Right? See, she likes dessert. I said desserts too.
Oh, I love the dessert idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a good idea.
I know, it's so delicious. A pretty thing to draw.
Oh my gosh, like I'm just thinking like tiramisu and like a brownie sundae type dish. Can we get some cheesecake? I haven't had dinner yet, so now I'm like,
I'm really hungry myself.
Brian, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to take your wife out now.
I'm like, Brian, we're skipping dinner. Let's just go straight to dessert. Yes, chocolate cake. I'm in.
It should go backwards and forwards. Like it should go dessert first and then everything else after.
Right, exactly. But also, like, dessert should be like 0 calories, but still be delicious. So I can just eat as much as I want. That's what I'm thinking. That's a solid choice.
Soon.
Brian wants to know, Christina, if he can hire you to do some graphics.
Yes, in a month. In about a month.
There you go, Brian. He hated doing our Kickstarter page, so he doesn't want to do that.
Oh yeah, that was hard. That was really hard to do.
How long did it take you to set up your Kickstarter page?
Well, considering I procrastinated, I did the relaunch in like 2 weeks, and then the original one took a month, but technically 3 weeks. But I didn't sleep, so I don't know how long. But I didn't know how long it would take to do. I've been like, oh, it'd be really easy to do, but it wasn't as easy as I thought it was. So I didn't really sleep that much.
That makes me feel bad because Brian was complaining about it and I was judging him. And I was like, Brian, like, why is this so hard? You just like plug and slice and stuff. And now like you're like, it was really hard. I'm like, oh, sorry, Brian.
I feel your pain.
And I wasn't judging him out loud. I was judging him in my head.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I was not.
What's taking you so long to do all this page plus the cards plus this?
Or you're overachiever. I mean, the second page looks so much better than the first
I agree.
page. And I thought the first page was good.
I like
and
it too.
The second one, I was like, man.
I'm looking at it. I don't think it's ugly.
It's
hideous.
Y'all are just fancy.
It's fancy. I learned a lot in a year. Put it that way.
I mean, yeah, that happens. Yeah. So now I feel bad. Sorry, Brian.
Oh, poor Brian.
Mistakes were made. I won't judge you for
little teardrop from Brian.
I know, right? I'm like,
we should have like a night support group when we're like working on Kickstarter together. Be like, I feel your pain. You need help.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so in addition to creating your expansions and everything, and Christina, we're starting a YouTube channel for you, in case you're wondering. We will start a group for Kickstarter design help. There we go.
Brian and I are doing it together.
Yeah, yeah. So like
this could happen.
I want to call it Kickstarter AA, but that's not what all I'm looking for. No, Kickstarter support group. That's what I'm looking for. Support.
I like it.
It's been a long day. So there we go. I feel like that could help the community a lot.
I think it could too. I just don't want to talk about.
Yeah, there we go. So instead of just like a game board design group, we have Kickstarter design groups. Brian just walked in the room, and I don't know if he looks sad. I heard his face. I love you, Brian. I'm sorry. Whoops.
Ooh, Kara, you're in trouble.
A little bit. He just drew me a note.
Finish with Party Animals page. What are you talking about?
I know, right? I'm like, geez, Brian. I guess I can help you finish the Party Animals page.
She'll launch it. Don't worry.
Kickstarter Anonymous. Yes, Sean. That's 100% what that is. Kickstarter Anonymous. I love it. All right. So, how many more days are left on your Kickstarter campaign for
15.
15?
We're 14, actually.
14 days, my bad.
14? Wow. And how much more do you need to get to be fully funded?
What are we, 80-something?
Or a little bit around 3,000. Actually, we just got more.
So close. Thank you, guys.
About 3,500. We're almost there.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so I'm hoping.
Exciting.
I mean, it'll be great because we do have some good ideas for our stretch goals. So we're hoping that we get more backers to be able to get to unlocking some spill cards, some new spill cards that we would like to add into the game. We also have some social goals that we would like to actually be able to unlock. So we're close to unlocking those soon too. So, and those actually unlock. So which cards are those unlocking? Okay.
That's pretty
Tip
awesome.
cards and some new.
Yes.
No, wait, tip cards.
Tip
Yeah,
card.
2 new tip cards. They were there
And then
suggested from the.
we also have a personal card that we want to put in the game. That's a mixed strength of our choice.
Surprise.
Okay, now I really need this to fund so I can get this card. And I just want to play it, so you know. So what are the different levels that people can back you at?
We have the base. At the basic level, which is $1, just just to support us. We have the $5 one that you could go in. It's a print and play, so we have print and play files that once the campaign is done and we got everything sent out to the manufacturer, we'll have all the files up and put them up right away. So if you decide that you want to print them up and start playing it, you can. And then we have instructions of how instead of having the marbles, you actually use like cubes, or actually we gave you a page that you can actually cut out the blocks themselves. So you have like it's pieces of paper, but at least you can start playing the game and get an idea of how it works. After that, we have the standard. We have the standard backing for $45. We also have a retailer's pledge. We also have our reservation level, which is we only have 1 remaining out of the 10.
Cool.
So previously we had 20, and then 10 people came back requested to have it immediately. So we gave it. So in the very beginning of our campaign, we gave 48 hours to allow our original backers to let us know if they wanted that or not. And 10 of them came back to us and said they wanted it. Some of the other backers that were a part of that moved up to the larger level. So right now we only have 1 remaining for that, and that's with a custom card. So we'll design a card specifically for you, or Christina will design a card specifically for you.
I was gonna say like we.
I'll see the email and I'll relay it to Christina, and then she'll take care of it from there.
Yes.
But yeah, so and there's only 1 remaining now out of the 20 that we had. And then our final level is a pledge level, which is our VIP lounge, which will give you the game. You'll get a custom insert for the game from Print and Play 3D.
Okay.
A custom card as well, all the stretch goals, the print and play files. But the thing on that one is that any game we create from here on out, you'll get for free. So these are for people who are willing to help us out to get our company off the ground. So
a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So every game we were complete. Yeah. So I think we only have a few left on that. We have 3 remaining. So we have 7 backers. We were going to have 10 originally. So there's only 3 spots remaining at the $500 level. So everybody who's backed us, we appreciate all your support. I mean, it's been very important to us to get us off the ground, and just your chats in the comment section and emails. It's just been a great ride so far. So we've been having fun with it.
That's awesome. I'm so excited for you guys.
Thank
cool.
You. I appreciate you spending the time with us at Origins, and then us becoming pretty much like best friends over the last couple of months. So
I know. I love them so much. I love it. You guys are great, and I'm so excited for you, and I have so much fun talking with you guys. And you just accept that Brian and I are really weird. Not too many people do. So thank you. You're like, we're weird too.
We're weird too.
It's all right. We can all be weird together.
Yes.
That's how we roll.
So what would be boring without weird people?
Mm-hmm.
For sure. And I never wanted to be normal, so.
Right?
I think I succeeded. I mean, how many adult women are like, I'm a unicorn? Not too many. So there you go. All right. So thank you so much for doing this with me. Thanks for laughing with me and just chilling and hanging out. Thank you to everyone who came over and watched the video. Please consider going on over to Kickstarter and checking out On the Rocks and helping Michael and Christina reach their dreams and goals by backing their game. You will not be disappointed. It's awesome. They are not paying me to be so positive about it. I legitimately just love this game and want my own copy real bad. So go on over, check that out. We are all going to be keeping our eyes open for your expansion with desserts. I'm in. So yeah, there you go. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who came over and watched the video. Sorry, it went a little bit longer than what Brian wanted it to, but I was having too much fun. Story of my life.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And you know how much we love you guys.
Oh, boop, boop. We love you guys.
Oh.
So thank you, everybody, and we will talk to everyone later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Boop. That was fun.
Sorry I came in later. He wouldn't fall asleep.